Hi, and welcome. I'm joined by 5 Eurovision fans ready to discuss one of this year's Eurovision entries. My name is Charlotte, I'm from Denmark, and I'll be your host today. Now, let's meet our panel of Eurovision fans before we start talking about the entry from Lithuania. Michael, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, Michael. I'm from Scotland. I've been writing for Eurovision since 2016, and ever since then, I've been covering all the Lithuanian finals. And needed to know the ones before that, so I can tell you anything you want about every song that's ever been in the Antranka or whatever they call them nowadays.
Hi, my name is Alberte. I'm 21 years old, and I've been watching Eurovision since 2010, but I've been a huge fan since 2014. I actually have an aunt from Lithuania who votes for them every year because she lives in Denmark, so that's kind of fun to discuss Lithuania.
Hi, my name is Luke. I'm from Malta. I'm 29 years old. I have no one that lives in Lithuania or comes from Lithuania, but I'm eager to share my opinions about Lithuania this year.
Hi, my name is Pawel. I'm from Poland. So Poland is a neighbor of Lithuania, though I never got the chance to visit yet. But I will be very, very happy to talk about the Lithuanian entry tonight.
My name is Jacques. I'm from the Netherlands, and I've been reporting the Song Contest from 1990 onwards to 2013. And that's about it.
The song we'll talk about today is from Lithuania. This is once again the Roop representing them, but they didn't just get reselected. They held a national final, which, however, gave them the victory once again. This year, the entry is called Discoteque, and this will actually be the opener in semi-final one. What do you guys think about this one? If we start with Michael.
The first time the Roop were in the Lithuanian final, they had a song called Yes, I Do. I think either in 17 or 18. And it was kind of fancied, but it just didn't win. And so they came back with On Fire, which is a very, very similar song to Yes, I Do. The two of them are very similar. But I guess with the extra experience, they were a little better and obviously won. But I feel that they won with that. Because of the dance, it sort of became part of the song rather than the song itself. And it zipped the Roop up to one of the favourites last year. Possibly for viewers, I guess, rather than juries, that would have probably been a good thing for them. It was pretty visual. And so this year they've got Discoteque, and I think that they kind of forced into that one because they weren't really 100% certain they were actually going to compete. So the song probably was a little bit rushed, but I think they thought once it was written, it was good enough to do it. So we have to forget last year's On Fire and judge this one on its own. And it's colourful with the yellow. The dancing is pretty good, and it's still a good stage performance. And it's gone from one of the favourites, dropped a little bit into the middle, but I still think it's a pretty good entry, standing on its own. And if this was the first we heard of the Roop and this was the song that they produced for the first time, I think it's a deserving entry for Lithuania, and I hope it does really well for them.
I didn't really like On Fire that much. I agree with Michael that it only really got popular, or mainly got popular, because of the dance. I did like Discoteque a little bit better, but not much. I think that the lead singer has a weak voice, and I don't think that it's as powerful as, let's say, like Malta, Destiny's voice. I do think that his voice will be drowned out, but it is a powerful song with the melody and everything, and it has a catchy chorus, so that works well for it. But I don't really like it that much.
I actually love the song. It's actually like really confident in my top 10. Was last year better? Yes, it was. I mean, last year I think it was much better than this year. But given that this year it's a weaker year compared to last year, this is one of my top 5 from this year. I kind of disagree with Alberte. I think that the lead singer had a weak voice. For me, I think the lead singer has a really particular voice. Obviously, he's not going to be just like a powerhouse, like I don't know. You mentioned Destiny. Okay, I say Destiny, but he has a really particular voice that I really enjoy listening to the song. And I think that the song is really good. I mean, it has that kind of instrumental break, which I love, kind of the tempo, which I love, and the performance with the dance moves, and I think it's going to do well. And I think that the reason that it's not doing that well with the bookmakers and with the fans is because maybe they're just disappointed that it does not live up to their expectations of last year. But we have to keep in mind that Eurovision usually may be watched by people that are watching the songs for the first time. So I think this is going to surprise people and will actually do well.
I liked their song last year. This year, I love their song. It's absolutely, when no one's looking, I'm just like singing, let's discoteque right to my home. I'm just jumping to it around. I think it's just such a fun. It's a little silly but to a certain extent. It's fun, it's colorful, the visual performance will get them loads of votes because like Luke mentioned, there'll be loads of people watching and voting that never probably heard those songs before, and they will just see something like that. Hopefully they will do something similar on stage in Rotterdam, and that will stay in with them and they will vote for it. Overall, it's fun. It's in my top 5 this year. I absolutely love it. It's not my favorite Lithuanian entry ever, but I would say one of the top 3 Lithuanian songs. So yeah, I absolutely love Discoteque.
And Jacques, are you equally impressed?
Well, I wish I could be as positive as all of the above. For me, isn't dancing in a discotheque supposed to be to give you energy? At least that's why I used to go to the clubs and I danced my ass off and was totally wrecked at the end of the night. Unfortunately, with this 80s tune, I don't get that vibe. It's for me, it's after last year's On Fire, then I had a smile on my face, and I saw funny guys from Lithuania trying to conquer the world with a funny song, a hilarious song and dance. And this year they produced more or less the same routine, a slightly different song, but it got stale. No surprises. It is still enjoyable to a certain standard, but after one play, I have enough of this discotheque. Next.
In their past 5 participations, Lithuania failed to reach the final twice. So it's not exactly a fantastic track record they have. Are they sure to be in the final this year?
I think it will qualify, but that's only due to the lack of quality in the semi. Only Malta and Sweden stand out. The rest is terribly weak, and in a very, very dreadful year. This is rather good, I guess. Yeah, it will qualify.
I've got no doubt it will qualify. I mean, I don't think it will win the semi-final, but it will be there in the top with Malta, obviously Sweden, Azerbaijan, and Russia, I guess. And I can't wait to actually see the voting at the end of the semi-final and see the Lithuanian flag going to the show on the Saturday.
Well, definitely. I think it's definitely going to qualify. And it will definitely come in the top 5 in the semi. With regards to the grand final, I think with a good draw, with a great draw, maybe in the last 6 places, I think it will sneak into the top 5. But if it comes with a bad draw, maybe it will come between 6th and 10th, I think. But I love the song, so I really wish that it will do well, but who knows?
Alberte, do you also think this will qualify?
I think it's hard to say because it has a difficult position being the first song in the semi-final, but I'm also sure it will qualify because it's so different. Like we talked about before, it's a very different song. It stands out a lot, and a lot of first-time voters that haven't heard the songs before will watch the semi-final and vote. So yeah, I think it'll qualify.
Well, last year, I don't know if you remember, and I can't remember what spot Lithuania got last year, but they didn't open the contest, and that was because there was a buzz around them, and they wanted to keep people viewing, so they were further down in the semi-final running order. Clearly, whoever made the drawing don't think that they have that catchiness or something to make people watch this year. And so they've gone, it's a catchy tune, and so they put it on first. And the fact that it is on first, though, for this year is because they know it's a catchy tune and it's a good opener for the contest. And even with 16 songs or 15 songs to follow it, I still think it's going to be in the top 10, and therefore it will qualify. And not only do I hope that it qualifies, but I hope, even although it's not my favourite song in the contest, I hope it comes in the top 5, because we've got to get rid of We Are the Winners as being the best song for Lithuania, because that's like a noose around their neck. And so just give it a top 5 position. And if it wins, wonderful. But we don't want to finish in 20th, or we've got another year of LT United. But to answer the question, yeah, it's definitely going to qualify.
I also think Lithuania will qualify, but I have to be honest and say that I prefer that song from last year. It's interesting to see that the 2 quirky songs from last year, Iceland and Lithuania, both are back with the same artist. But unfortunately, both of them also lost their charm this year. As Jacques was saying, last year at least we could smile a bit about the Lithuanian entry. I feel I can't really do that this year. It's not a bad song, Discoteque. It's just not charming. I can listen to it. I won't turn it off, but it has just become background music for me. I don't turn around to watch the video, and if I was not paying fully attention during that semi-final with the opening, I might actually not be watching the entire performance, because I can't really connect that much to it. If we use the Eurovision scale 0 to 8, 10 and 12 points, I will give Lithuania 3 points. How will you rate the song?
Well, with as with a lot of the entries this year, I think that they're good but not great. I lean towards giving this 8, but if I was to actually put them all into the order, there might be some other ones that I like slightly better than it. So I'm going to give it the 7, because I still like it. I still think it's better than average. It's definitely into the good part. So we'll stick with 7 at the moment.
I'm going to give it 5 points because, as I said, it's just somewhere in the middle for me, and it's not really anything special to me. So 5 points.
I'm going to give it a 10. This truly does not reflect. I mean, it reflects on where did I put it in my personal favorites of this year. Maybe if it could have been last year or the year before, I mean, it could easily have scored some 6 or 7, but compared to the other songs, it's one of the best for me. So I'm gonna give it 10 points.
I will exactly agree with Luke, and it's one of my favorites. It's not my favorite. I think it will do well. So 10 points from me to Lithuania this year.
And Jacques, where are you?
Well, Charlotte, we are known for having quite different tastes, but in this case, it's spot on. It's 3 points, and well, it's boring, just like that. I don't get the energy. I don't feel it, and I wish I did. With last year's On Fire, they were much more on fire, and that was in my top 10, and this is in my bottom. Well, almost every song is in the bottom, but this one it's 3 points maximum. Sorry, Lithuania, you are not the winners. You're not the winners, not the winners.
Yeah, it is indeed actually rare that Jacques and I agree on a song, so that is something new. But if we talk about how this could be performed on stage, it's on first in the semi-final. What kind of show would you guys want to see from them? Michael?
Well, I think they're actually coming with the same show that they did at the Lithuanian final. That's my belief. Because they've definitely confirmed they're going to be in yellow again. Miguel, I believe, the girl dancer, is the one who choreographed the song for them. That's what I think. So there won't be any need to change any of it. The dance that was in the final is kind of connected to the song at the moment, and people who haven't seen it, it'll be new, and people who have seen it will know that that's what they're coming with. That's what I think they're going to do. I don't think there's anything that they can really change. So it's, and in fact, Lithuania have actually been known for not changing anything, because remember in Tel Aviv with the Lions, Run with the Lions, what a wasted opportunity. They didn't change a single thing with that. One difference that Lithuania won't have this year that they often do because of the three guys and the two dancers is Lithuania have fabulous backing singers, and they won't have that this year because there'll be no need. So that'll be something that's actually missing from Lithuania this year, which is usually quite normal for them to have great backing singers. But if they just present it as, they'll do well enough, and I'm certainly not saying, even although I gave the song 7, I still do believe that they are one of the countries that are in with a good chance of winning this year, depending how things go on the night. So I'm not ruling them out yet.
I would actually hope that they would change nothing from the national final. I mean, that's what makes the song special. I mean, if like another group will sing the song, I mean, it would be nothing like, okay, well, another song. But given that the group is actually singing the song and performing it with the dance moves, with the costumes, with the like camera effects and things, I would hope that they would change nothing. Good luck. I really wish that they would do well, because Lithuania, I mean, yeah.
I don't think they will change anything, and I don't think it will change anything to the song or to the fact that they will make it into the finals and will do quite well, but they will not win. So that will not change.
With that, I would like to say thank you to our panel and to our viewers. We'll soon return with new panel members and the rest of the 2021 songs. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe and follow Eurovisionary. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Labas vakaras.